Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and do a little short video about the alphabet. I know some of you guys are still kind of maybe having a difficult time or have some questions. So I was just going to go over it and help you guys understand. I know I saw some things in your attendance question and in the little questionnaire that I sent out. And I think you guys are confusing some things, okay? So the one thing that I wanted to go over are these columns. And you guys should have downloaded this off of the Google Slides and saved it. If you haven't, you need to go back and you need to do that, okay? So in Spanish, these are the letters, just like in English, okay? So when we spell, we use this column. This middle column here, that's the name of the letter. So if I were to ask you, okay, I need you to tell me what the letter B is in Spanish, you would tell me B, okay? If I was going to tell you to spell out the word burro, then you would use the regular B. Okay, I think some of you guys are thinking that this is the actual letter. It's not. Okay, this is your letter. This is the name of the letter. And this is the sound. So if I were to ask you, what sound does B make, then it's the same as in English, B. Okay, so we have burro. All right, so again, this is the letter that we use to spell. This is the name of the letter. This is what you tell me when I ask you how do you say C in Spanish? You would say se. Okay, if you guys notice, se has two sounds, has a hard sound and a soft sound. Okay, if it's in front of a consonant, A, O, or U, it's going to make the K sound. Okay, so if it has the softer sound, it's going to be in front of, it's a little typo, I think the one that you guys have has the correct one, so it should be CE and CI. Okay, so it's going to make the S sound. So in this word right here, the way we would read that is cancelar. Notice that you have CA, which makes the K sound, and then you have CE, which makes the S sound. So those are both of your sounds. There's only a few of these that have different sounds. Everything else is the same as in English, okay? And most of the ones that have a different sound are highlighted, okay? And they have that little side note. All right, so the next one would be G. G has two sounds also, which is the regular G sound, like G. So it's the G sound if it's in front of A, O, U, or a consonant. So your examples are gorilla and guapo, guapo, okay? And then it sounds like an H if it's in front of an E or an I. So you have gelatina and jirafa. So if you notice, this word here also has both of them and it has both sounds. So you have gigante, which is the H, and then you have the G sound. Okay, so gigante. Okay, if I were to ask you, how do you say the letter G in Spanish, you would say he. You wouldn't tell me G or the sound, you would tell me he. Okay. Again, H, some of you guys, whenever I asked you in your attendance question, didn't put down H as the silent one. Some of you guys actually wrote down H. Okay. That's not what you guys should have written down. The only thing that you guys really should have written down would have been C, G, and H. X also has two sounds, but we don't use that very often. So again, H is always silent. It's like if it's never there. So if I read this to you, it's not going to be historia. It's going to be historia. Okay, historia. Right? H is always silent. It's like it doesn't exist whenever you speak. Okay? Now, the other letter that makes the H sound is the J. Okay, the J is always going to sound like an H. Okay, and the way you say the letter J, the name of the letter is Jota. Okay, so you can always think about people's names like Julio, Juan, Jose. They're all spelled with J's, but they all make the H sound. Okay? Then you have K. If I were to ask you, how do you say the letter K in Spanish? You would tell me ga. Okay? If I were to ask you, how do you say the letter M in Spanish? Then you would say M. Okay? That's the name of the letter. We don't use this to spell anything. These are the letters that you use to spell. Okay, so if I were to give you the word mom, okay, and I would tell you spell the word mom to me in Spanish. So you would say M-O-M. Okay, that's it. And you would use these letters to write it out. Okay. The extra letter here is Ñ. The only difference is it has a tilde mark and it has that Ñ sound. So that's a little different. And then again, I already went over X, which has two sounds. So you have the Z or the H, like Zenon or Jimena. Okay, and in this case, we have the example Mexico. Okay, in that case, it makes the H sound. All right. Hopefully that clears some stuff up for you guys. Make sure you guys do the assignment on VHL that has you repeating the sounds and has you saying them the way the person on VHL says it. And if you still have questions, please reach out to me. You guys have a quiz next week, and I need you guys to study. I need you guys to be studying your vocabulary as well. Now we have words that we can spell. Before, we didn't have any words that you guys could spell out, but now you do since you guys started chapter 1. And usually we do different activities in class to learn the alphabet, but since, you know, a lot of students are doing virtual and a lot of students are there and I'm not in class right now, it's a little difficult to do that. But I'm hoping with this video you guys will have an understanding of the alphabet. Remember, anytime that you're going to spell a word, you're using the letters just like Spanish. They all have the exact same sound like English. And the only thing that you need to know is that this column is how you say it. Okay, don't get that confused. All the sounds are the same as in English, except for the ones with the side notes. Okay, and that's it. Everything is pretty much the same. Alright, so if you guys have any questions, please send me an email, send me a remind. If you need me right away, please send me a remind because I will get back to you a lot faster than if you send me a email. Okay, so make sure you guys send me a remind if you guys have questions. Like I said, please don't fall behind on your work. Practice on the Nearpod that I put up there. It's open until next week. Do the practice assignments. I'm going to bundle everything up. So all of your review will be under one tab and you just click on that and everything will be in that assignment. Okay, that way you guys aren't looking for everything. Alright, so if you guys have any questions, like I said, please reach out to me and I'm here to help you guys. Okay? Talk to you later.